Hey everyone, I'm Chris and this is Cue the Credits. Welcome back to Cue the Credits, the home of everything boutique Blu-rays, physical media and the art of collecting. In today's episode we are talking about another one of the top level Hong Kong classic action films. It is the limited edition 4K of The Killer, directed by John Woo. Now, of course, Shout Studios put this out last December, so we're going to be comparing both in this video, kind of like what we did with the hard-boiled video last month. Because more than anything, I want you to know which one's worth picking up. Let's talk about the film. Directed by John Woo, The Killer is basically the blueprint for modern action. It has, of course, his signature slow motion, double pistols, jumping backwards and doing this. There are white doves in record time, and it has got some downright emotional storytelling. It's got everything. It's the complete package. Chow Yun-fat stars in the leading role, playing a hitman who is trying to redeem himself after one of his jobs went wrong and he ended up blinding a singer. And what follows is some of the most stylish and, as I said before, the most influential action ever made. So that's basically the headline of The Killer. Of course, it's got ridiculous set pieces throughout, but I don't want to tell you too much about it because if you haven't seen it, you need to check out this spectacular piece of cinema. But without further ado, let's get this unboxed because this is a chunky release and I want to show you everything that's inside. Shall we? Let's unbox this then. So straight away we have got this beautiful original artwork by Tony Stella, which I'm hoping that he's doing pretty much all of the Hong Kong classics because it is a beautiful, beautiful artwork just here. Of course, The Killer, a John Woo film. And then onto the spine here, a little bit of damage that was below the shrink wrap, so not sure what's going on with the quality controller arrow, but still. Here is all of the description on the back. As you can see here, we get 1, 2, 3 discs worth of content. We have got Dolby Atmos here, Region B Blu-rays, and then of course all of the technical specifications. This is an 18. Other side of the spine is exactly the same. Let's take this off to reveal the same artwork, and then the back follows along. It's nice, at least we've got something on the back there. Let's crack this open. First up, we've got the poster, which is a different piece of Tony Stella artwork, which means they have it. Why has it not been used? And it uses, of course, the iconic sun and then Chow Yun-fat's character with the rifle. On the back, we have the original artwork, original poster, and there we go, The Killer. Sorry, this is massive. I can't really get it in the frame. Onto the booklet now. So this is a 37-page booklet sporting the same artwork, Killer on the spine, and inside we have got a couple of essays here. John Woo's The Killer, Honor, Melancholy and the Bullet of Ballets, Heart Target, Interview with John Woo, and then of course the production credits, cast and crew, as you can see. Really nicely put together booklet, not as big as you'd probably expect, but still a nicely put together booklet. And then here is the about the presentation page. And then finally the 4K. So I've reversed the sleeve already so you can see the alternate artwork there, which has got a couple of various clips from the film, the other bit of the spine here, and then everything just on the back as you would expect there. Cracking on in before we get to the discs, let's talk about these. So we've got some art cards here, and as you can see here, we've got different languages. So these are very much, I think, lobby cards from various countries, which is still quite cool though. You get to see various parts of the film there and various action scenes. It's always nice. And then on the back, all of them have the original poster art there. And then finally the discs. So we've got disc 1, which is the 4K feature and extras. We've got disc 2, which is extras, and then disc 3, which is the extended cut. Same artwork throughout. Could we have had something different? There's the same argument on Hard Boiled, I know, but this, this artwork being used, what, 5 times throughout the release? 6 if you include the front of the case, if you don't switch it around. Like, what more is there to say? And that is everything that you get inside this 4K limited edition of The Killer from Arrow Video. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a stunning release, but we need to change this artwork situation. Let's talk about what's on the discs, shall we? Oh, this has got some beef to it, hasn't it? Oh, but enough of what's in the box. Let's talk about what's on the discs. First off, visuals. Visually, this looks fantastic. I will say though, right at the start, as soon as all the title cards and everything is going, I was questioning it a little bit. I was questioning this 4K transfer because it doesn't look as sharp as it really should do. And from what I can tell, especially with what's noted on the extended cut disc, that some of the elements were just not able to be pulled out as much. And of course, there's lots of text on there, so that's probably why. But as soon as you get past that opening title card sequence, oh, you are in for a ride. Now, as I noted, Shout Studios have already restored this in 4K, and this is the same transfer, but it does have some additional color grading done by Arrow Films. This was a problem on the hard-boiled one. Well, it was a problem for some people. I personally watched it and I really enjoyed the cut of it. But people were saying that there were too many blue tones in it and things like that. Watching The Killer, you don't really see any of those issues, in my opinion. I think it's still a pristine transfer. The color grading looks beautiful. Everything looks really natural. All the film grains kept intact, which is of course what we want. And there is so much detail in these action scenes where there's so much stuff going on all the time that it is exactly what you want. As for audio, you get the original Cantonese mono track, and you also get that track upgraded to Dolby Atmos, still in Cantonese, with of course English subtitles. Now, I was switching back between the mono and the Atmos track, and personally, it's kind of hard to compare, which is crazy. The Atmos track is good and it does add some extra depth to it, whereas the mono track, obviously everything's just being pumped at you from one source. But realistically, that Atmos track, it's fine. Like, it's not gonna blow you away. Obviously they're working with a mono track and there's only so much you can specifically do with it. But as I said, it does give you some extra depth. It gives you an extra bit of oomph in some scenes, especially in those action scenes. But it's not a deal breaker, let's just say that. All in all, I would say that the audio restoration has been done really, really well, and it's a very clean restoration. The Atmos does give it some scale, but it's not something that you should be absolutely rushing out to buy just because The Killer has this new Atmos track. As for special features, this edition of The Killer is stacked, and I'll let you have another look at the back of... First off, we've got 3 discs worth of stuff here. We've got that original 4K disc with some special features. We've got a second disc which is all special features, including a 75-minute documentary on John Woo. And then we've got that third disc, which is the extended cut just on Blu-ray. Oh, what more could you want out of a release for The Killer? This is again where those differences start to show from the Shout Factory to the Arrow Video, where the Arrow Video is definitely more of a collector's and a film historian bundle, because you do have those extra archival interviews. You have got that extra extended cut where you just don't get that on the Shout release, which is a little bit disappointing considering, these are Shout's films that have been licensed out to Arrow. There is quite a bit of overlap between the Shout Factory one and the Arrow one, but you do get a couple of extra bits in the Arrow one, physically and on the disc. As for the film itself, it's safe to say that this is peak John Woo. It's emotional, it's over the top, it is just oh, it's just an action film. It's iconic. The action still holds up, and this doesn't like let you breathe really. Like it gets straight in there, you're going boom, 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 and then you are a while in before you actually get to go, right, okay, that's just happened. The performances are all spectacular. Chow Yun-fat is, of course, just, oh, it's just so good. And without spoiling too much, the final act of The Killer is, whew, it's a doozy. To round up, like, The Killer is just great, and I'm so glad to have it in the collection. It really is just stacking quality on quality on quality with these Hong Kong classics, and this isn't letting up at all. Okay, let's break it down then between Arrow and Shout Factory. Who is coming out on top? With the Arrow, you are getting the premium collector packaging, you're getting a hard box, you're getting a slipcover, you're getting that exclusive book, the poster, and the art cards. You also get that third disc, which includes the extended cut. You also get some extra archival special features, and on the main 4K disc, you get the Dolby Atmos track. As for on the Shout Factory side, you're getting the same 4K transfer, you're getting the mono track, you're getting all of those features, including the 75-minute John Woo documentary. You could say that a plus side is it is a more accessible release for people who are living in the USA. But the packaging wise, it is more of a simple release. There's not that much to it. And I mean, it's very dependent on how you want the artwork. Like the Shout Factory one's here and the Arrow one's here. Which one would you prefer? The big thing here, and I'm going to be repeating myself whenever I do one of these versus ones, it is the same underlying 4K restoration on both releases. What Arrow have done is gone, right, okay, Shout Factory, you've got that. We're going to take that. We're going to color grade it to the way that we want it. And we're also going to beef up that release. We're going to give it that more premium collector feel. If you're a collector, I mean, I feel like Arrow wins. You're getting more content, better packaging, more versions of the film, and just really more of a complete package. But if you're in the US and you just want the film, then the Shout Factory one is good. But you can also just import into the US from Arrow Video. Take with that as you will. So, final thoughts. Arrow have honestly just gone all out with this release. Again, they have not just made a 4K restoration, they have put out the definitive version of The Killer. And it seems like 2026 is just going to be a non-stop year for Arrow. Quite honestly, if you care about Hong Kong cinema or you care about The Killer, this is absolutely one to own. You gotta pick it up. The question of the day: if you were to pick one up, is it going to be the Arrow one or is it going to be the Shout Factory? And if you've already picked it up, was it worth picking up? I'd love to know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Cue the Credits. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk movies with me. As always, do all of the YouTubey stuff, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends who love Hong Kong cinema. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace!